subject called When You Are on the Battlefield. When you're on the battlefield. Oftentimes, I think that we forget that we're in a battle. And when you're in this battle, you're fighting fights and don't even know you're fighting. It's just like you're fighting something and you didn't even know we started fighting. When did we start fighting? Well, you always fight. The devil never likes you. He never respects you. He's always coming against you. I was just looking at the scripture reading that was earlier. It was Matthew 8 and verse 23. It talks about Jesus when he got in the boat to go over on the other side. But prior to that, you'll read in the book of Matthew chapter 8 that there were probably 7, 8, 9 miracles that was done by Jesus. I can't remember them all verbatim, but one miracle was done. The guy came to Jesus with leprosy. He said, would you bid me to be well? The Bible said Jesus touched him and he was cleansed. Then it goes on to talk about the miracle where the centurion soldier had came to Jesus and he wanted his servant to be healed. And then you go on where Jesus was doing these different miracles and he was telling them about the foxes have holes, the bird have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Jesus was saying the cost that it costs you to follow him. He was saying that in order to follow me, it will cost you everything. Are you willing to give up everything to follow Christ? Oh, you may say a quick yes, but deep down it may be a slow no. It costs you something to follow Christ. It is a burden, it is tough, but it's necessary and it's doable. Jesus goes on and he tells the disciples, let's go over on the other side. We're going over to the Gentile nations. Now, when God sends you on a mission for something, do you not know he knows you're going to have some opposition? When God tells the disciples, Jesus tells the disciples, go over on the other side. And I say God because God gives Jesus instructions. He said, I'm about doing the will of my Father. So Jesus gets instructions and say, hey, let's go on the other side. And when he tells you to go on the other side, before you can even get good going into where you're going, you got to deal with a storm. Sometimes, church, I think that we forget that we're on a battlefield all the time. When God commissions you to do something, get ready for the storm. Now, as soon as they got in the boat, it looked like things was fine. And when God tells you to do something, it seemed like it's going to be easy. But no. It's not going to be easy. Not in your flesh. But the spirit man said, will you trust me? Could you imagine you getting ready to do something? We're going to have a picnic or something for Mother's Day. Forecast said it's going to be great. Here comes the storm. Oh, man, I knew we shouldn't have had it this day. I knew we shouldn't have had it outside. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Jesus rebuked the storm. Get out of here. We still going to have, I know, that's crazy, ain't it? The disciples thought it was crazy too. They said, what kind of man is this? This man even control the wind and the waves. Anybody ever rebuke storms in your life? I'm talking about real storms. Like they're talking about it's finna storm. You say, oh, no, it ain't finna storm over here. And then people say, man, you crazy. Well, that's okay. It's okay to be crazy, if that's what they want to call it. Because we're always on a battlefield. And there's no bigger battle than the battle of your mind. There's no bigger battle than the battle of your thoughts, than the battle of how you deal with your situations. And every time God has commissioned you to do something, get ready for your storm. It's never going to be easy. You get a new job and you may be the man or you may be the woman. Get ready because somebody's going to buck against you. Somebody's going to come against you. They're going to challenge your authority on every front. And you have to realize that the battle is not about my rank. It's about our position in Christ. And when you know that the battle is not yours, because he never told you to fight the battle. He said the battle is not yours, it is mine. Let God fight the battle. Man, that's tough, man. And I was just sitting back thinking, and I asked Brother Agreed earlier. I said, do you remember that movie that Samuel Jackson had played in? It's where his daughter had, little girl, she probably 10, 9. She had got raped in the South. And he reminded me, the movie was called A Time to Kill. Now, I'm not saying kill in the physical. It's time to kill all flesh and fight the battle in the spirit. And the lawyer, Matthew McConaughey, I think he was the lawyer. And he was giving an illustration. He was talking to an all-white jury, and he was telling them that he wants you to close your eyes. And he said, he painted the picture, and he said that your little girl is out here playing, and she's doing this and that, and things are going well. And he said that I want you to open your eyes. Now imagine she's black. And when he said imagine she's black, the whole crowd began to shift and things began to change, because sometimes people don't see things the way you see it. Now, it's not an issue of if you're black or white, because the devil don't like you anyway. So get over that part. We're brothers and sisters, so he don't care whether you're black or white or yellow or green. That part is irrelevant. What he does care about is if he can destroy you. And your biggest battle comes from your best time. When you just got out of church, when you got all happy, that's the time the battle's going to come. Because, man, you feeling on high, they cut you off, you shooting the bird, you cuss them out, then you realize, oh, man, I just had a good time in church. But little do we realize that you're on the battlefield all the time. You know, when you make your mind up that you and your boyfriend or girlfriend, that you're not going to live together anymore, that you're not going to do any more shacking, that you know what, I'm just going to try to make it on my own, you might lose your job. Uh-oh. You put him out, and all of a sudden something happened to you, you get hurt, and you can't go to work. Now, when you had two incomes, you can pay the bill. And you're like, man, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have put him out so fast, because I need some help with these bills. But anytime you're trying to do the right thing, you're in a battle. And understand that when you make that decision, that God, I'm going to trust you, that you are getting in a fight in your life. When you make the decision that you're going to stop drinking, you're going to stop smoking, you're going to stop hanging around, even make the decision if you're single, that you're going to stop having sex out of wedlock, the devil going to come at you with all barrels. He's going to come at you and try to get you over here, get you over there. They're going to try to violate who you are, but you still stand firm. That's right. Here's what, preacher, you don't get it, man. We get it more than you think. I was just reading a little story about a mom on Facebook, and her daughter was dating a guy of the opposite race. And this mom was kind of surprised that someone would text her and say, well, you know who your daughter dating, as if she didn't know. And so she was just kind of bothered by it. And sometimes I get bothered by a lot of things when it comes to race. Any of y'all get bothered by it? I mean, it ain't just me, right? Huh? Y'all don't get bothered by it? Because here I am, Sister Shauna and I, who've known each other for over 40 years now. Over 40 years, since she was 9. So we knew each other a long time. And we went to church in Selma, Alabama, to an Oasis Tabernacle where the pastor was white. He was white, his family was white, all his folks was white, and we were just a few blacks in a white church. And that's why we kind of got used to what we call, at least I'll call it for her, we call it country gospel. You know, it sounds like a little country music, but it's a gospel song. And you kind of get to listen to it and you get used to it. And so for years we went to this church. There were other blacks that would go to the church, but it was a predominant white church. The church would go on tours. There was the singing Coswell. They had a big Greyhound bus. They would go from place to place singing. And they would do these different tours, and a little small church. It wouldn't be much bigger than this. I don't think it would be bigger than this church here. But, you know, you had a good time. And over the years, we began to be real good friends with the grandkids and with the great-grands, because we all grew up together. Well, there came a day that one of the grandchildren married a black guy. Now, we were good enough to be a part of that church now, because we black, mom paid tithe. But when the granddaughter, who's white, married a black guy, well, things started to shift with some people. They began to be a little uneasy. Well, how dare her marry a black guy? Now, we raised up together. We grew up together. We ate together. We ate dinner after church. Dinner would be right at the church in the backyard. We all grew up. So I wouldn't be surprised that people begin to be attracted to people of the other race when you're growing up together. After all, you telling me, hey, sister, brother, I love you. Until they marry your white granddaughter. Well, the pastor didn't have such a big deal with it. It's just the people in the church had a big deal with it. Because after all, we're good enough to serve God to get together, but we're not good enough for us to intermingle. And I began to have a problem with that. As a young kid, I began to call it hypocrisy. And it bothered me for years. It bothered me so much that I didn't even want to go there anymore. Because here you telling me me about all this love of Christ. You're telling me about all this love that you have for us. And when your daughter make a decision or granddaughter make a decision to do something outside of your control, you get offended. But as you get older and have children, you find out it's just human nature. You find out it's not racial, and we like to make it out to be. He wouldn't care if it was somebody that wasn't doing whatever. He still would have a problem with it. Because I had a problem with everybody Carter wanted to talk to. I didn't want her to talk to nobody. And it looked like the more I had a problem with it, the more she wanted to talk to her. Ain't that how it works? The more I'm saying this ain't good, she want to make it good. And so I began to understand that, you know what, you have to let these kids live their own life. And then I began to check myself. And I'm sure over the years they checked themselves. How is your relationship with God? How is your relationship? Now this messes you up with his people. Because they're all his, right? So Jesus is in a precarious situation because here Jesus is telling his disciples, they're Jews, to go over to a Gentile nation. They're not Jews. They could very well have been some black folks. The Jews at his time could have been some dark-skinned folks. We don't know, the story don't tell. But as soon as he gets in the boat, he goes to take a nap because he's tired, because he's been ministering, and he's going on the other side. Well, the storms start coming. And instead of you being strong like you should be, and Christ is inside of you, or at this point he's with you, you panic. Lord, we about to perish. Wait a minute. God in the flesh had told you to go on the other side, and you thinking you're going to perish? Do you know who is with you? You've seen this guy do all these miracles, and then you're freaking out because the weather getting a little crazy. You got Jesus with you. And you getting all, you getting all dramatic. Oh, Lord, wake him up. And Jesus said, what's wrong with y'all? I've been with you all this time, and you don't know who I am? He speak to the wind, peace be still. And the wind just died down. And they're like, oh, God, did y'all see this? What you mean did you see it? You seen this guy raise people from the dead. You seen God do all kind of things in your life. You seen when you didn't have the money to pay the bill, that he still came in on time. You seen when your health was failing and he raised you back up. You seen when the doctors had gave up on you and God said you're not out, that you're still in the fight. Get back up, get back in the fight. They don't know how the miracle took place and you getting afraid of a little storm. That's how we are. Now he said go on the other side. When you go on the other side, if that is the assignment, come hell or high water, I must get on the other side. And I'll make it because he said I'll make it. He would have never told me to go if I couldn't make it. That's right. When Abraham was supposed to make the sacrificial offering of Isaac, the Bible said that Abraham told Sarah, we will be back. If I say we will be back, we include you and me. We will be back. It don't matter what happens on the mountain. What happens is that I'm coming back down. And sometimes, church, we get so bogged down with what's going on at the mountain. Quit worrying about the stuff at the bottom. Quit majoring on minor things. You losing sleep over stuff that ain't even that important. Your hair coming out because you're worried about something that's trivial. You can't even sleep at night. There's no greater battle than a battle in your mind when you cannot rest. Am I talking to somebody? When you tossing and turning, you sleeping on your back, sleeping on your right side, on your left side, on your stomach. You can't get right because your mind all turning about what's going on, where them children there, what they doing, did they get in trouble, did they get stopped by the police, were they smoking weed, were they doing all this stuff. Battle of your mind. That's right. I ain't the only one. Man, I start turning the light off. I turn the alarm off. So if you do come in, I don't even hear it coming in. That's all right, God. You deal with it. When you get through going through hell. Y'all remember that song, I'm catching hell? Okay. When you get through catching some hell, when you get through going down in the bottom, when you get through slaughtering the pigs, you will come to yourself like the prodigal son and say, I can live better in my father's house. But the Bible said he had to come to himself. Jesus get over on the other side and rebuke the wind. Oh my God, that inspired me. That inspired me. I mean, I don't know. I was inspired when I read that scripture. I rebuked the wind. You driving and stuff, you can't even see. Say, man, wind, get out of here. I got to get home. I mean, y'all think I'm kidding though. I'm serious about what I'm saying to you. Man, that's what he said you can do. You can do this. This is the power that God has given. I know it seems kind of strange because you never activated it. The only power you activate is the power of complaining. Child, y'all know when people going through stuff, they just want to lay it all on everybody. They got to call 50 friends and tell the same story. Oh, child, you just don't know how they treat me. Oh, girl, you just don't know. Girl, I'm in the battle of my life. If you know this, if you know this is the battle, then he said the battle ain't yours. Stand on the promises of God. So here he goes on the other side. When he gets over there, just like it is for anything else in life, as soon as he gets over there, he got to deal with some demons. Now, I know what y'all going to say. Pastor, I knew God didn't tell you to build that church. Child, I told y'all we should have went down to Marion. That's why we had that flat tire. I told y'all. See, that's how we do. As soon as you get a little opposition, the first thing you're going to do is come against my word. But child, I told y'all shouldn't have went over there today. Well, girl, already was feeling well today. Huh? You know, you get a ticket if you leave out of here. Prayerfully, you don't. We rebuke that, but hey. If you get started, but child, I told you I should have went to church. Well, you follow all the, obey the law. Stop at the stop signs. Huh? Yellow don't mean speed up, yellow means slow down. Huh? And if you do what you're supposed to do, I believe you'll make it. I just don't think Reggie's going to be messing with y'all today. I believe you do what you're supposed to do. Huh? Don't stay in the left lane and strictly for passing. Don't go down there and stay in the left lane. Get on out the way. If you left lane driver, that's illegal. That's why you're being stopped. But sometimes, church, when you're crossing over into where God wants you to be, you deal with some opposition. You deal with some things. And you can imagine that Jesus dealt with something that they all knew about. Them guys at that graveyard. Everybody in any town know the folks that's crazy in their town. Well, that's just such and such. You know the guys on the street. You know the guys that beg for money. You know the guys that talk to themselves. We all got them. We know them in Marion. You know them in Tuscaloosa. You know everybody in town that's special. You know them. You know them, right? And you know those that you try to avoid too, right? Because the Bible said that they tried to tie them up, but them demons were too strong, so you avoided it. You know there's certain places we didn't go at night. Can I talk to somebody? Man, don't walk through there at night. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And here goes Jesus, and here they come. And you can imagine the disciples had heard about it because they're from the area. Oh my God, look what's going on now. And some translations say they came to him naked. Some translations say it was just one. In the book of Matthew said it was two. Either way, it was a guy that's demon possessed, and then you got to deal with it. But it's ironic how they come to Christ. How they deal with Christ is not how they deal with you.
That's right.
Uh-oh. Why is that? You know your friends that like to cuss and tell jokes to you? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Why they so comfortable telling you that stuff? When somebody else come up, they stop what they're doing and go on. I remember guys in Maryland, when they used to smoke and stuff, and my mom walk up, how you doing, Miss Wilson? They take the cigarette and flip it in their mouth and blow it away from them because they ain't want her to see them smoking. Now you go around your kids, they almost smoke in your face. You know it's in your hair, it's in your clothes. Well, why are you smoking? We done paid all this money to get you straight teeth. We done did all this for you to get rid of all your cavities, and you want to smoke yourself some... Oh, my God. And they think they hide from us. Anybody know what I'm saying? So now the demons coming to Jesus. But they're coming to Jesus in a weird way. They're not coming to Jesus in a way where they're attacking him like they attacked you. They come to Jesus and say, uh-oh, what you doing here? We know who you are. You the Christ. You the Son of God. What you doing? Don't let you finna rebuke us. They just running their mouth. He ain't said a word. Y'all ever read that Jesus hadn't said a word yet? Y'all ever heard people to talk to you and answer the question, child, you gonna give me a ride? I know you ain't gonna give me no ride, but I'm just gonna answer you anyway. Don't y'all just despise when you're in a conversation and you call somebody and you talking to them and they taking your conversation. Wait a minute, I called. Hold up a minute, I made the phone call. It ain't your call, and they just laying it on you so thick. But if you was that concerned, why did you call me? And Jesus hadn't even said nothing to the demons. They coming in and laying it on thick. We know who you are. You're the Christ. You're the Son of God. See, there was another part of the scripture in the book of Acts where Paul rebuked somebody for saying who they were. Jesus ain't said nothing yet, huh? But the disciples with Jesus just saw Jesus command the storms to cease. They said, what manner of man is this? And the demons told you what kind of man it was. The demon just told you. You are, hey, you the Son of God. Sometimes you in church, but you ain't in church.
That's right. You
just going to church. If you just don't go to church just to go to church, you can just sit at home.
That's right.
You don't get no points for coming in the building. Y'all ain't hearing me. You don't get no credit for just because you came. It ain't on a point system. This ain't like your job. You come here because you want to be refreshed. You want to be refueled. You want to get re-energized. You come here because you're not forsaking to assemble yourself. That you hope that a word is spoken that will change your life. That's why you're here. They say, oh man, so we know who you are. Say don't send us into the abyss. Don't send us into this. Let us go into the pigs. Let us have that little catch where I like about the devil hand. And Jesus ain't saying that. Y'all read it. They doing all the talking. Only thing he said, okay, go. Wow. Ain't that something? All he said, go. Man, ain't that, do y'all get a power for that statement here? Go. Man, when they acting crazy, they want to do what they want to do. Go. I mean, sometimes, church, you fighting battles that you don't need to fight. All you have to do is tell that thing to go. Huh? When you come into your house and it's chaos, you tell that spirit, go. When you're getting all upset about stuff, tell that thing to go. And it has to leave. The Bible said that Jesus told them to go. And it went off into the pigs and ran them crazy and jumped off the cliff. And if you didn't understand from that little scripture right there that God has a hedge around you, oh my God. When y'all see people doing stuff to themselves, they kill themselves, spirits. The first thing the pigs did was drown. Why did the spirits go into the pigs? Because they always need some kind of living vessel. Y'all ever read the scripture, the house divided can't stand? If they demons, why would they go into something dead? They need something alive, huh? I can't be effective in something dead. Huh? So when they went into those pigs, they began to be effective. Now think about it. A spirit and a pig, you got yourself a wild hog. Huh? And they run off the cliff. Do y'all get this? What do you think happens if you get in you? This is what Pastor, ain't no spirit gonna get into me. He might be in you already. You said, why you say that, Pastor? Well, why every time people talk about speaking in tongues, you get all upset? Why every time people start talking about praying in the spirit, you get offended? Why every time somebody tells us about coming up higher, stop sinning, laying around, doing all that, you say, man, they think they're all that. Why you get offended off the word? The word hurt me just like it hurt you, but I ain't offended by it. I just have to conform to it. Huh? But y'all ever notice sometimes people get offended and then they start trying to tell you what they can do? Oh, y'all ain't had that kind of. Well, ain't nothing wrong with it. Uh-oh. They start making up their own rules. The Bible should never be used to prove your point. The Bible point has already been proven. You have to conform to it. Huh? You don't need to take no scripture and tell nobody what they shouldn't do. It's already written for everybody. Well, the Bible says you shouldn't do this. Well, the Bible says you can drink a little wine. The Bible says you can, then we try to make it conform to what we want it to be. Let it be what it be, right? Let it do what it does. Jesus rebuked the spirit. The spirit, the Bible said that those demons went off into the pigs. Now, Isaiah 59:19 say this. He said, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will raise up a standard against him. Now, when I looked up the word standard in the Greek, the word standard in the Greek is not what I thought it was. The word standard means a banner or a flag. Like God going to raise up something. It's just like when you're in a battle and they raise the flag up, that means let's go charging, right? And so as I begin to read this verse, you can see that when people start doing the right thing, being in awe and reverence of God, then when the promises come into effect, the enemy does not like what is going on, and he will come in like a flood, and the people will be dishonoring God. When you start saying, I give myself to the Lord, and I turn my life around, and I'm going to do the right thing, the enemy going to come in at you. When you begin to say, I'm going to stop smoking and drinking and doing all this other little stuff you're doing, the enemy going to come in at you. When you begin to say, I'm through cussing, I'm through fussing, I'm through with all that stuff, the enemy is going to come in. Do y'all get what I'm telling you today? As soon as you put your mouth out there that you're going to stop doing it, he said, I'm coming to make you into a liar. I'm going to make you not do what you say you're going to do. Why? Because when the enemy comes at us and we fold at time, we give up. But no, baby, shake the dust off. Get back in the fight. It's okay that you fell down, but you get back up. The Bible says that a righteous man falls 7 times, but the Lord raised him back up. So I'm saying, just because it didn't work the first time, get back in the fight. And this time, maybe do some different kind of strategies, because this is a battle now. The strategy I'll use this time is what? I won't tell nobody. I won't tell nobody I stopped drinking until I stopped drinking for 2 or 3 years. I won't tell nobody. I won't tell nobody that I stopped doing whatever I've been doing until I begin to master that thing. See, sometimes, church, when you begin to release it with your word, they all come at you. Man, don't even tell them you got the new job. You working the job for a year or two and got familiar with what's going on. By the time they know, you're already comfortable with it. Sometimes, church, the Bible says that you're snared by the words of your mouth. Some things you should not say, because once you put it in the atmosphere, the enemy hears it and he's coming at you. Do y'all catch this? Man, sometimes things be so good in our life and you want to tell somebody, but sometimes you're better off not to say it. He said, do not give up before the battle is over. He said, one of the greatest temptations and mistakes that I have faced is when I begin to give up on things when it get hot. I've learned that many times the battle rages and fears and the victory is almost won and you quit right before you get there. Anybody ever try to fast for, let's say, a day? Oh boy, you do okay till about lunchtime. Or about lunchtime, your head starts pounding. It's like a heartbeat in your head. And every time you start talking to somebody, your stomach gets growling. I mean, get that fight inside this thing. And it's only been a lunchtime. I mean, it ain't. And boy, don't you mess around and tell somebody you fasting. Girl, you want something? No, child, fast. You just mess yourself up. Well, you can't hardly make it. Instead of being close to God, you seem like the devil coming out of you. You get irritated, your blood sugar then drop, and your hands shaking and stuff. Wait a minute. You ought to be doing something for God. Huh? Y'all, am I going with y'all? See, you be trying to fast and you don't want to say that, but you go on about your day. And you know I can do the fast if I don't think about the fast. Because if I think about the fast, man, it'll be like y'all praying. You know, Shauna, she prayed and it would be a good 5 minutes. Felt like forever though, like hell up here talking. Y'all just said, oh God, you should go get through. It ain't been 5 minutes though. That's the more prayer you did all week. 5 minutes, 24 hours in a day, you gave God 5 minutes and you thought you did something. But it just wears you out because you're like, oh my God. But if you would just walk and pray and just don't worry about it and just pray, you can pray for 10 or 15 minutes. If you would just begin to pray and even pray in tongues, I don't care how you pray, just begin to make it a part of your ritual, make it a part of your day. Just begin to pray. And then you get so used to it. And then for those who don't eat much anyway, they say, well, child, you know, it ain't that for me to fast. I got something for you guys. I want you to turn that TV off. I got something for you. I want you to not eat no sweets. You know, there's always something you can pull back from, huh? And it ain't always just the food, but the point is that you're trying to crucify this flesh. That's what the point is. The point is you're trying to bring your flesh up under subjection to the Word of God. And when you begin to do that, begin to be a battle. Understand that the battle may cost you everything. There's been people that have told their spouses that they want to be, you know, they're born again and their marriage break up. There have been people who kids, their parents are preachers or are trying to do the right thing and it costs them their kids because the battle costs you everything. Jesus said foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Why did he say that? Because he didn't have a physical house. He was saying that my job, my duty to God was to go wherever he tells me. He just went around places. He wasn't worried about being at home like you and I. And sometimes, church, when you begin to say that you're going to be committed to God, it costs you everything. It costs you that freedom that you had from your childhood when you begin to be committed to God. It cost you that guy that you used to know, that you and him were real close. When you begin to say, I'm going to do the right thing, it costs you. But if you're trying to find a thug out there, somebody to do some stuff that's ugly, well, you can get them all day. But finding somebody that want to be righteous, it costs you. Man, I recall when me and Felicia had first got married, almost 25 years ago now, she was tithing. I knew about tithing, but I'm like, man, I'm paying child support. I'm just making all kinds of excuses not to tithe. Like, man, how can I give out of it a little bit? You know, I think she was 18, I was 19, so we were making it real money, about $100 a week. But boy, when I began to release that, and I began to speak that into my life, that I'll never be broke. And I mean never. I would decree that thing, and I began to tell her, boy, I'm going over here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here. And I used to tell her, man, we didn't have $20 in our pocket together. We would share a sandwich. That's how rough it was. But I began to decree that. And when you say stuff like that, you can rest assured the enemy coming at you. When I left the grocery store, Jack told me, he said, oh, Neil, you'll be back. You'll be back. I said, no, I won't. I'll be back to buy groceries, but never to work for you again. Never will I go back there. And I never went back there. And there's nothing wrong with not going back. Everybody, you ever try to release yourself from something or someone, and the first thing they do is put the curse on you. You'll be back. Man, this ain't no Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I ain't going back. Y'all get what I'm saying? You ever tried to elevate yourself and they try to pull you back down? Well, girl, you know you ain't going to be able to make it without me. The devil is a lie. Not only will I make it without you, I'll cry without you. Huh? Watch me say it. Watch me come up. Huh? And I know sometimes y'all ain't ready for that, because that's a whole different attitude I have. Because there's a part of me that don't give nothing about the devil. There's a part of me don't care nothing about what he's trying to do and whoever he's using. There's a part of you that you have to stand firm and know that God is God, and you ain't got to lower your head down for no devil. And yes, he may come in, but God raises up the standard against him. Yes, I have bad days. Yes, sometimes even my head hurt, my legs hurt, but that's all right. It ain't going to last forever.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? And you have to understand that when I'm doing something for God, yes, things going to come against me. That's why girls sometimes, when y'all good-looking girls and stuff, the book of Job said that Job's wife, he said that Job had lost everything. Y'all read this scripture about Job, where the storm came in and he lost everything. But then at the end of Job, I think maybe chapter 38, 34, the Bible says this, that Job and his wife had some more children, and they were good-looking. That's what the Bible said. The Bible said his kids was good-looking. Now that's making a statement. Now why would God say kids are good looking? Because some people kids ain't good looking. Some people kids just precious. But they ain't good looking. Good looking? Nah, they ain't good looking. Don't you try to tell no lies now. You seen babies that ain't that cute. Oh, she's so precious. And looking old. Y'all seen them? Y'all ain't I ain't gonna get into that. But the Bible said that Job's kids was good looking. Good looking. Man, when God gives you something, he bless you with something that looks good. God ain't just giving you something. He giving you good stuff. He giving you the best of the best. You lost this, but God restoring you with this. And God is restoring you with this because God is showing you that I am God.
Yes, he is.
That I'm in control. Yes. It doesn't matter what happens, God said I'm in control. Yes, I'm in control. And sometimes, church, we don't like for God to be in control, but he's in control. Wherever he want to take me, wherever he lead me, I'll follow. I'll do what he say do. I'll do how he say do it, because I know at the end the victory is mine. And when you know the victory is yours, it doesn't matter how they try to sidestep you, how they lie on you. Man, I'm going on the other side. If I got to go through you, I'll do it. If I get in the fire, I won't smell like smoke. If I got to get on the water, I will walk on it. I'm going on the other side. Make your mind up today that you're going on the other side. Make your mind up today that your past is your yesterday, and there is no future. Somebody say this after me. Say, there's no future.
There's no future
in my past.
In my past.
See, and you better believe that. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday, last night, last 30 minutes ago. That's your past. This is your future. Get ready for what God has for you. There's better days in store for you. Better days. There's better days. And when you get on that and begin to stay on that and don't talk so much, learn to bridle your mouth. He tells us learn to be slow to speak. You ain't got to tell people everything. When they find out, you say, child, you mean you got that promotion? Girl, I had this thing for 6 months now. Thank the Lord. You ain't got to say a word. Because once you begin to tell people, you open up those gates. You open up those gates for those haters to hate on you. And don't put everything on Facebook. I know you're excited, and I know sometimes we want to share. I believe me, I get it. I get it. But you don't have to tell them everything. Huh? Because everybody, from this for you, baby. Everybody ain't glad for you.
That's right.
Man, that's some folk hating on you just because. They hate on you just because. Sister Carla, people hate on you just because. Sister Tanya, they hate on you just because. Sister Monica, just because. You think they like you? Oh, man. No, they don't like you. Somebody said, well, I don't have to like you, but I have to love you. Well, I tell you what. Love ought to feel like love. Is that right? Love ought to feel like love, right? You can talk all that nonsense all you want to, but I don't feel love. That didn't even sound like love. Let love be love, right? That's what Christ said, the greatest thing that we can do